Hey, in this video, I want to tell you the one thing you want to start to delay doing if you're doing paid advertising. And it's the same thing you want to start doing if you're only doing organic, okay? Now, let me preface this by explaining what the problem is. The problem with paid advertising right now is that nobody trusts you. Nobody likes you. They don't want to see you. It's crazy. An example of that is with the iOS 14 update or whatever it's called, right? Where people are able to opt out of pixel tracking, right? And that doesn't make any sense to me, okay? And the reason I say that is because we're looking at installing a heat pump in the Arc here. And so I went on a website to learn about some heat pumps. And guess what? Now on Facebook, I'm just seeing ad after ad after ad for all these different heat pump providers, right? And that's awesome because now I'm just seeing all these deals. They're all coming to me. I don't have to go searching for them. But it's crazy. People are just so against advertising that they don't want to see that sort of thing, right? And it doesn't make any sense to me because you're going to see advertising. So why not see the ads that you want to see? But anyway, I digress. That just sort of explains the problem about how anti-ad people are and how they don't want to see it, right? And so what's the solution for that? Because you need to do paid advertising. You do. Like if you're not running paid advertising, then you really just have a hobby. You don't have a real business because the businesses that succeed the most are the ones that can spend the most on their ads, all right? But what businesses are doing is they're identifying their avatar. They're saying, okay, you're a homeowner. So this is me going back, a couple months. Okay, you're a homeowner. Here's our heat pump. We've got the heat pump I'm looking at right now. It's regular $1,300 for $1,100. So we've got a $200 sale on. 2 months ago, that advertisement didn't attract me at all, right? Because I wasn't in the market for a heat pump. Okay, I wasn't very aware that I needed one. Okay, and so what they needed to do instead, this applies to you, okay? This does apply to you, is they needed to educate me to the value of the heat pump, right? I had a whole bunch of false limiting beliefs. Because we live off grid, there's the solar panels there. Because we live off grid, I didn't think I had enough power to run a heat pump, okay? But I'm learning now that I do, okay? And so, my gosh, they could have done so well with me. Like the first guy who, did a advertisement and targeted like off-grid owners with an explanation about how we can stop using oil, right? We can stop burning so much wood and how like the sun is enough power for us to heat our home in the winter and cool it in the summer. I would have been all over that, right? But they didn't start with the education first, okay? So what I'm telling you guys to do as business owners is don't start with the sale. Don't start with the offer. Don't start by trying to sell them something, right? You want to start by educating them, okay? Identify their problem and explain what the solution is. So like the broad solution. So why a heat pump is a good solution for my particular situation, right? And then explain why you with your $200 sale or why you with this, new technology is the best heat pump provider to shop with. Okay. Does that make sense? Again, I'm not, even though I am talking about heat pumps, I'm not talking about heat pumps. I'm talking about your business and your ads. You want to create a campaign where in the initial stage of the campaign, it's just an educational campaign where you are getting your audience to know, like, and hopefully trust you. Okay. And then once you've reached that stage, then you can offer to make the sale. Okay. Now at the beginning of the video, I promised that I would first tell you what not to do if you're running paid ads. So what you don't want to do is just, come out and just be selling stuff, sell, offer, sale, whatever. You don't want to do that. You want to start with some education. But if you're just running organic, these guys are doing the opposite problem, okay? These guys are giving content, and they don't have any calls to action, okay? At some point in your organic content, you have to try to make the sale, man, all right? And so many people aren't doing that. I'm like, oh, wow, this guy's got a lot of good. So let's use the heat pump thing back as an example. So here I am learning about heat pumps. This guy, like Joe Heat Pumps teaching me all about heat pumps. I'm like, wow, I didn't know that. Wow, I didn't know that. I should get a heat pump. But if he hasn't provided me with a link to click, then what am I going to do? I'm going to go to Google. I'm going to say, heat pump for sale. My horse just took a dump. Anyway, yeah. So that link needs to be there in that organic traffic, or that guy who did all that work educating me is going to educate me enough that I'm going to buy from somebody else. All right. So just to wrap things up here, If you're running paid ads, don't just run call to action ads where you're trying to make the sale. First thing you want to do is educate your audience. One, educate them to their problem, and two, educate them to the global solution, and then three, educate them as to why you are the best solution. And that's where the call to action is. All right. And then if you're running organic traffic, educate, 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 but don't forget to leave your link to make the sale. All right, guys. Hope you found that helpful and interesting and not boring. And if you want, or what would be great for me is if you could like, follow, subscribe, or whatever to see more of this highly educational and important content. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye-bye.